All right, so we have Thomas coming up. He's weighing in at 106. He'll be taking a forfeit since Granby doesn't have a 106. Thomas is a first-year wrestler. Unfortunately, we won't get to see the skills he's been developing this season, but he gets the win anyway.
Next is 113 for Granby. Frontier doesn't have a 113, so they get the forfeit.
Our next weight class coming up is 120. Our 120 is our captain. She's been wrestling for a few years now. It's Jocelyn Antes. Oh, I made a mistake. They're taking the forfeit. Granby's taking the forfeit for us. So it's 12-6 now with Granby in the lead. .126 Jocelyn's coming up for. So she'll be wrestling versus the Granby 126. Jocelyn's got the sprawl going on, trying to get her legs out and gain control. A lot of rules have changed this year regarding points. Last year, a takedown was 2 points. This year, it's 3. We're trying to make things a little more in tune with the college level scoring. Many more athletes are attending college and continuing their wrestling career. So we're trying to have high school and college more on the same page. Still fighting for control here, snapping down. No points awarded yet for either team. Both athletes are working to get that takedown and the advantage. Inside control is key when you're in this position. It gives you much more control of your opponent. So you'll see them trying to work inside the armpits and inside the torso, just to kind of make sure that they have the best leverage possible. That's an ankle pick with a takedown for Granby. Jocelyn's working really hard not to get those shoulders down. We've got short time left, and that's the end of the first 2-minute period. So Granby was awarded points for the takedown as well as back points. So it's currently 7-0. Granby chose the bottom position. So that means Jocelyn will be on the top trying to do some breakdowns. They just covered this in practice yesterday, so let's see what she does. And that's a reversal for Granby.
Score is 9-0.
Now Jocelyn's got to work, build her base up, and get out of this position so she can get back into the advantage position and score some points for us. Jocelyn's working really hard to to get the advantage. She's moving her hips, and Granby's getting some more back points. Jocelyn's got to punch through under that leg, get that arm out from underneath there. She's working really hard to do that. And there's the pin for Granby. Up next, we have Zack Brown. Zack is an 8th grader, second year wrestling for Frontier, and his season this year is like night and day from last year. He's improved so much.
Yep, and Zack needs to maintain a good stance, as said by one of the coaches. Nice shot. Nice reversal by Zack.
Going for the power half. He's got to get into a better position. Oftentimes with newer or younger wrestlers, the adrenaline rush is kicking in, and
and that's locked hands.
That is locked hands. So Javian, explain what locked hands is.
So if the bottom wrestler is down on their knees and hands and the top wrestler locks their arms or is touching their hands together while on top, it's locked hands. And they just restart.
Yep, but it's a technical violation,
yes.
So the person on the bottom gets a point.
Yep, and the ref is checking the score.
Yes.
Score's right. Yep, and locked hands again. Yep, so Granby is awarded 2 points there.
All right, he's got his takedown for 3.
Yep, running the power half.
He's got to sink his chest to chest and get her down.
He needs to also get on his toes.
Yes, yes, he does. Zack is trying to position his body to give the most pressure to the Granby athlete's shoulders to get her pinned. And there it is.
Yep. Nice pin for Zack. It's now 12-18. Granby up by 6.
And now it's Jackson's up for Frontier.
For 138. Locked hands. Jackson looked like he was going for a far cradle. He just needed to get his arm over the head.
I believe this is Jackson's second year of wrestling.
Yes. He's an 8th grader just like Zack.
And Granby's got the reversal.
Granby has legs thrown. She just needs to sit back.
Jackson's not tilted enough for any back points there, thankfully. He's struggling on the bottom. Hopefully he can change his position and regain the advantage. And that's the end of our first 2-minute period.
Granby takes bottom, hoping to get a reversal or an escape.
Jackson's job right now is to keep her down and get her pinned. There's no change of control right now, so Jackson is still considered in control, so there's no exchange of points. Jackson's trying to lock up a cradle.
Jackson is very high right now, does not want to be there. Granby reverses.
We've got a reversal for Granby. Score is 5-3 Granby. Jackson's at the disadvantage right now. Struggling on the bottom.
Granby looking for a cradle of her own. Doesn't get it.
All right, and that's a potentially dangerous call.
Jackson still on bottom.
It's the ref's job to make sure that all of the athletes remain safe. So if he sees a move that may be legal but potentially dangerous, he puts a stop to it so nobody gets hurt.
Granby throwing legs again.
She's high, though.
Trying to do a crossface on Jackson.
Jackson's trying to pressure back, get that reversal.
Yep, reversal by Jackson, and that's the end of the second.
Score is currently tied 5-5 going into the last 2-minute period.
Granby chooses bottom.
Was that Granby's choice or Frontier's choice?
I don't know. Maybe. So I believe that was actually our choice.
Yes, and
We chose top.
Coach Bagden
And locked
had
hands.
suggested that he make a different choice for this exact reason. It's paramount that these young wrestlers learn to listen to their coaches.
Yep, and now this is his multiple
Yes.
locked hands. It is now 2 points instead of 1. So they reset, go back to the middle.
Coach Bagden is again telling him to go neutral. It is better to get 1 point at this point than 2. This affords the opportunity for Jackson to get a takedown, which would then tie the score. This is what Coach Bagden was trying to tell Jackson earlier. And this is where experience comes in. Every wrestler will learn as they wrestle each and every match. A lot of nerves on the match right now. Due to the team scoring, a pin is worth 6 points, but if you win by points, depending on the point spread between each athlete, depends on how many team points you get. So it's vital for us to be pinning our opponents for the team score.
Granby with a shot, Jackson with a defense.
No points awarded yet because there's no control. Granby has that leg. He's trying to break her grip. She's got it pretty strong on there. Not exactly sure what's happening. Just trying to get those points for Jackson.
And there's
Oftentimes,
15 seconds left
Yeah.
in the third.
oftentimes females have an advantage in wrestling due to flexibility. It's not just about strength. And Granby is proving that over and over again with the win. And Granby wins by points. Match well wrestled. Next up, we have senior Masimo. It is his first year wrestling for Frontier, but he has a few years' experience at his former school. If you would like to come and see Masimo as well as our other seniors get honored on senior night, that will be the end of January versus our Athol meet.
Yep, and the team scores are now 12-21. This is the 145 weight class matchup. Nice defense by Masimo.
Going right for the pin. The team needs this. He's got to get on his toes and really squeeze and pressure his opponent down. He's doing a great job, and there's the pin.
Good pin in 19 seconds. It is now 18-21. Granby still winning by 3.
So again, our senior night is going to be January 29th in the Good Now Gym versus Athol. Come and see. We have many seniors, fortunately and unfortunately for us. Oh, and here is Sean wrestling at the 150, taking a forfeit for us.
And the Granby coach is talking over.
There's some chatter at the head table. Shauna's also a first-year wrestler, doing a lot of learning under our coaches. Both coaches have wrestled for Frontier, and now we're coaching for Frontier. Lots of experience in our corner, which is paramount to these athletes learning more.
Yep, and we take the forfeit. It is now 24-21. Frontier's in the lead now.
A forfeit is the same 6 points as a pin for team points, which is great and a disadvantage at the same time, because a lot of times if we can't fill the weight classes, we can lose at the scales.
Yep.
Other times it works in our favor. So
yep. It's now 157. Conor James is his 3rd year wrestling. He's a freshman.
And a captain.
And a captain.
Conor's trying to muscle in there and get that takedown. And there he goes.
Nice slide by to a takedown.
Conor is very well-rounded in his wrestling. He's strong and has great technical skills. Can execute some of the more advanced moves that you wouldn't expect from a 9th grader. It's a lot of fun to watch him wrestle.
Yep, looks like Conor's going for a tilt.
Yes.
And he gets the tilt. Oh, he lost it.
Going right back at it. He's aware of where he is on the mat, gets himself back in the center, does another double.
Goes for a shot.
Another takedown.
Another takedown.
He's got to get off his knees. He's getting back points as we go.
Yep, it is 10-1 in the match right now.
We really want to pin. And he's working on that tilt to get those shoulders over. Much like the points for the takedown have changed, the points for back points where an athlete is on their back.
Granby escapes.
So that's 1 point for Granby. The point system is now you can get up to 4 back points where it used to be 3. So that's been a game changer as well.
Yep, and a gator roll by Kaden.
But yeah.
Conor.
Conor. Kaden's coming up. So there's some coaching going on. Probably due to we get less points again for even a tech win, a tech fall, which is a 15-point gap, and they call the match, than we do for a pin. A pin is 6 points, and I believe a tech fall is 5. I could be mistaken on that. So
yep, and going for a 3-4 Nelson.
Beautiful.
And that's a good pin. It is now 30-21, Frontier winning.
And this is, again, why you look to your coaches and make sure, because Conor may not have been aware of what the score was. Coach Bagden made sure that he knew that we needed the pin and not the tech fall. Because although these wrestlers are out on the mat individually, they're still wrestling as a team, and those team points matter.
Looking for a 165. Neither team has one.
So no points exchanged.
Now looking for a 175. Neither team has one. 190. Granby has a 190. So they will get the 6 points from the forfeit, which takes the score to 30-27.
So there are 2 weight classes left. We have the 215 weight class. And coming up for 215 for Frontier is Kaden James. Kaden is also another senior. You can come and see us. See wrestle. His brother, Conor, just wrestled for us. Kaden is relatively new to the sport, but as you will see, has learned a lot. Right to the shot.
Yep.
And a takedown. Kaden, Caden's going right in for a lot of takedowns. When you're,
Yep, and both teams are out.
I was gonna say, when you're wrestling on the edge of the mat, it's easy to just fall out.
Yeah.
They have to remain inside the circle.
Granby tries shooting. Kaden stops it. Score is 3-1.
Kaden usually runs a double. I'm waiting for it.
Yep, there it is. He's trying to get it right now. And he gets it.
He should
Starting
be
to get back points.
Nice.
And
Running.
he gets
There's the pin. Maybe.
He needs to settle back.
He's looking to his
There you
coaches,
go.
and there's the pin. Beautiful job.
Yep, now it is 36-27.
Always fun to watch Kaden on the mat.
No.
We have our weight class of 285 coming up next. Max wrestles for Frontier at 285. Believe this is his second year.
Yep, this is his second year. Granby does not have anyone, so we get the forfeit 6 points. So this just assures the
win for Frontier as a team. I'm not sure if we're going to be having any JV matches, or oftentimes the coaches will try to pair up athletes who haven't wrestled as JV matches, because when you're wrestling varsity, you have to wrestle within your weight class. So if you weigh in at 106, you can wrestle up one weight class, I believe, Javian. Can you wrestle up one, or is it two for weight classes?
I don't know. I stayed at the same weight class.
And what weight class would that be?
Heavyweight. For 4 years. Well, 3.
And you've done a wonderful job at that weight class. So you can wrestle, I believe, up. You may not wrestle down for varsity, but when they're wrestling JV matches, the coaches have a lot more leeway, and so they try to match kids up not only that are close in weight, but also close in skill, because it gives the wrestlers a chance to do so much more learning. Do you remember your JV matches, Javian?
I remember most of them from last year. I won all of them.
And you did a lot of learning, though, on the mat, too, right?
Yeah, I tried hitting a couple of Granbys. They just never worked, because usually my opponents just fell too easily to the floor.
And so when you say you were trying to hit a couple Granbys, you're not talking about the team we're wrestling tonight, are you?
No, I'm talking about a roll. It's just a somersault.
Just to clarify, we want to make sure.
I practiced it a lot in practice. And I got pretty comfortable with it over the summer.
Yeah, when you get into the upper weights, it's more difficult to do rolls and some of the more complex maneuvers.
But it is amazing to see them.
Yes,
so that's why I tried hitting it.
Yeah, and that's what the JV matches are about. It's practicing the moves that you practice in practice without knowing your opponent. A lot of times these kids are practicing. I mean, Frontier's got a decent-sized team, but it's still relatively small. And so you're wrestling the same kids over and over again in practice. These JV matches give you guys the opportunity to wrestle opponents that you don't know what their skill level is, and you don't know what they're going to do. And so it's a really great opportunity for a lot of these kids to be learning on the mat without it affecting the varsity team's standings in the league or the score. So it's also a lot of fun for us as spectators to watch, because as the kids are learning, some of the matches can go on and be really, really intense. If they're well matched and the skill levels are equal, it's sometimes a lot more enjoyable as a spectator to watch the JV matches than the varsity matches, because the skill levels aren't always equal during the varsity matches. lot of debating going on about who to put with whom.
Up, and the refs are done talking now. I mean, not refs, the coaches are done talking now.
And if I read the signal correctly, I believe we're going to have 4 JV matches. So it looks like the time's going to be 1:22.
Yes. Yeah, that's how it goes. And here we go. Sean, the 150 who did score a forfeit for us, is going to have a JV match.
And again, this is his first year wrestling.
Yep, he's a 7th grader. Sean's trying to sit out, get out.
You can hear Coach Casey trying to guide him as to what to do. You won't hear the coaches yelling so much the more experienced wrestlers are. But for these 7th graders who don't know what they're doing when they're in this position, listening to the coach is key. So Sean's doing good. He's not giving any back points away. He's trying to peel off the hands, get his base up, and that's the end of the first period.
Frontier chose neutral. Oh, nice defense by Sean.
Oh.
Granby gets another takedown, so it is 6-0. Nope. I don't know why I said no. You can't hear me.
I know. Both JV and I did a sharp intake on that because one of the biggest mistakes wrestlers make is reaching back when they're at a disadvantage. It is not going to end well 99% of the time.
Yep, and that's a pin by Granby. So Granby will take the first JV match. The JV matches do not affect the actual team score. Frontier already won 42-27.
Sean got a lot of experience out of that match, and hopefully he'll learn from it and move forward.
Yep, here comes Zack.
Speaking of reaching back, sorry, Zack.
Does it a lot.
Does it a lot. So Zack and I have talked a lot about that this season. Not that I am a coach in any way, but I like to tease the kids a little bit and told Zack that he is not to reach back. He's been listening, and he has been really been doing well on the mat. 99% of that is due to his other coaches, and just 1% is due to me teasing him, I'm sure.
Yep. It works. Teasing helps.
They've got a great team this year. Good set of kids. Zack is doing well. He's fighting for inside control. Again, you can hear Coach Casey saying inside control because the inside is where you get the advantage.
Zack goes in for double legs.
He's driving hard. She's sprawling hard. There he goes. Nice
There you
takedown.
go. Zack is getting back points now. What he should do is settle and grab the head and lift it
It's hard.
as the period ends. So Zack will get 4 back points, making it 7-0. Zack.
Zack did the right thing. He looked to the coaches. Coach Bagden told him to go pick the down position. This, again, will give him an advantage. He can get an escape or a reversal here.
Yep, Zack sits out again. He's trying to roll through. Granby has good defense on that. Tries rolling through again.
Whoa.
Keeps almost reaching back. Does not want to do that.
No.
Yep, see? So Zack tried reaching back, and Granby is holding onto that arm.
And they're out of
And
bounds.
they're out. That is good awareness by Zack for knowing where he is. And they will reset.
Coach Bagden just gave him a few tips about not reaching way back. He's got to get up, break that grip. He's working hard, trying to build up.
He's trying to sit out again.
Get that hand off of his arm so he can break free. He's back on his belly. He's got to build his base and get out.
Granby trying to go for a power half. Zack trying to roll through. Zack will now try and neck bridge out.
Good match by both athletes. And again, these matches are a lot about learning what works for you and your body, about what works against your opponents. Many of these wrestlers will take from these JV matches and use them in varsity next time. Oh, we got Kaden back on the mat.
Conor.
I pulled a U, JV, jeez.
Yeah. Oop, nice defense by Conor. Well, I almost did again.
I know, it's hard. And it's nice to see families that wrestle. Oftentimes one sibling will start the sport and it kind of does a domino effect.
Conor looks to
them
be
all.
trying to go for an ankle pick.
Yes.
Nope, gets the double.
And the takedown.
Lets Granby get back up, 3-1.
Conor's going to use this opportunity to go through some of the takedown moves that he's been practicing. Back to the double.
All right, it is 6-2. Conor lets him back up. Goes in for the shot again. 9-2, 9-3. That's the end of the first period. Granby chooses bottom. Conor sits him back down. Conor has a Western. Oh, he lost it. Conor lets Granby back up, 9-4. Conor hits a slide by, 12-4. Conor looking to break down Granby, try and hit a tilt.
Going for that
The ball and chain
It was-
tilt.
Yeah,
Is that what
it
it's called? Yeah.
Yep. Connor's working hard, looking to lock up the cradle.
Oh, Conor lost the far side cradle. Conor lets him back up, 12-5. Oh, Conor with the
Single.
Conor lifts the leg up, gets the takedown. It is 15-10.
15-5.
5, yeah. Conor sits Granby out again.
And again, there needs to be a 15-point split for a technical win. So, depending on what happens,
Conor has a Western in.
if Conor doesn't get the...
Now Conor is trying to throw his shoes in. Can't get it.
No, if Conor doesn't get the pin, he's probably going to end up with a tech fall. There's 3 seconds left in the second period.
Now it is Frontier's choice. Conor chooses bottom. Conor trying to walk away. Granby's doing a good job at controlling him. Conor with a Granby roll.
That's the actual Granby.
That's the actual Granby roll. I've done that in practice. Conor gets the takedown. It is 20-5.
And that's a tech
he gets
fall.
the mercy rule.
Tech fall.
Tech fall, mercy rule is the same thing. They do the same in baseball. And here comes Conor's brother, Kaden.
I'm interested to see if Kaden's going to hit his signature double.
Probably.
Oh.
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 Up, and Kaden is throwing the cement mixer, trying to get it. Takes the 3 instead. Granby gets the escape, 3-1. 20 seconds left. Ooh, look for a fireman's carry. Hangs onto the single leg. Circles around, gets the 3, 6-1.
7 seconds left in the first period.
Nice return. And that's the end of the first. Kaden is down.
Practicing getting out of this position is key when you are wrestling at the 215 weight class.
Now looking for a far side cradle is Granby. And Kaden rolls
Rolled.
through.
That was beautiful.
Granby still has it. Granby needs to stay in bounds, and they are now called out of bounds.
The athleticism of some of these athletes is truly remarkable. Like, doing that roll was very well done by Kaden, unexpected and well executed.
And he is wrestling someone lengthier than him, so cradles or like if he throws his legs in, which Granby seems to try and be doing, it is sometimes a challenge, but Kaden does have the size and strength on him. Kaden sits out, escapes from the back door, gets the 2 reverse.
2 for the reversal.
Yeah, it is 8-3. 8-4 now. Kaden lets him get back up. Kaden defending the shot attempt. Snaps him down. Nice.
Trying for the gator roll.
Gets the gator roll.
Nice.
Gets the 3 for a takedown. It is 11-4. $30 left in the second period. Kaden looking for the cement mixer and looking for the pin now.
And there
he gets
it is. Yep. I believe we're going to get to see Ainsley wrestle.
Yep, and I believe that will be our final match.
Ainsley is a 7th grader, first year. Real joy to watch wrestling. She's definitely aggressive, learns a lot. There she goes. She's going right on in.
Looking for a bear hug. Gets it.
And a takedown.
3 points. And they are out of bounds, so they will restart.
So Ainsley will be in the top position.
And that's locked hands. So it is now 3-1. They go back to how they just started. Nope, locked hands again by Ainsley. Granby. Granby has a chance to get another point. And the ref will call the locked hands.
And this is why these JV matches are important. Coach Bagden giving her some tips.
Yep.
And she's executing those tips really well now.
Score is 3-2 with the first period coming to a close.
And that's the end of the first period.
And Coach Bagden is telling Ainsley to go neutral, so that will take the score to 3-3.
And he did that to reduce the risk of her getting called on locked hands again.
Yep, like what we see in early matches with Jackson. Ainsley gets a takedown. It is 6-3.
Granby's working hard.
And another
and
locked
she's
hands.
got locked hands. And again, this is a great learning opportunity for Ainsley. The intricacies of locked hands is really difficult to understand, especially like for us spectators. We can't see what's happening on there. And so it's really important for the ref to be able to identify locked hands.
It is 6-4 now.
Ainsley's going to try to go for another takedown.
Ainsley gets the 3, is now 9-4.
Trying to maneuver a half.
Yep, she is trying to run the half. Good blocking the arm. She needs to settle back, go chest to chest, and get on her toes. Up, and Ainsley.
She's got to watch her
on
weight
top of
now
her.
and just settle.
And that's been.
Great job wrestling by the entire team, both
Yep.
Frontier and Granby.
And that will be the very last match of the meet.
We travel to Franklin County Tech next week, I believe. And then, again, we're on our senior night for the 29th. Come see Javian.
Yeah, come see me just stand there. Do nothing.
You'll be doing commentary with me again.
Yeah. Not actually wrestling.